The next demonstration is going to be using internal hyperlinks. So in this case we're going to have to create a couple of blank-ish web pages. So I'm going to go to File and New, and I will paste in my template from the Canvas course, which is just here. Now in here the only thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in H1, and I'm just going to say page 1. I'll save as page1.html. But I'm going to make sure again that I'm in links and images, so I need to make sure I'm in that folder. So links and images, page 1, save. All I'm going to do here then, once I've saved that, is I'm going to save it as, change that to a 2, and file, save as page2.html. So I've now got 2 pages in here, page 1 and page 2. Now if I get my folder up on my screen, links and images, and you'll see there's page 1 and page 2. Now what I would ideally would like to be able to do here is create a hyperlink in page 1 that takes me to page 2. So it's the same sort of idea as what we've looked at before. I'm going to go and open page 1, and just underneath my heading 1 I'm going to put in A for my anchor, and I'll put in href equals. Now what I want to do here is I want to link to page 1, now sorry, page 2, because I'm on page 1, and you'll see that it gives you that option to click on page 2, and I'll just write in page 2. Okay, save that, and I'm going to live preview it, and you'll see we're on page 1, but if I click on page 2 it takes me to page 2. The problem here is I don't have a way of getting back, so what I want to do is open up page 2, and I'm just going to put in my href equals, and it will be page1.html, and I'll write in page 1 and save that and preview it. So that should show me page 2. There we go. So if I click on page 1 it takes me back to page 1, if I click on page 2 it takes me to page 2. So this hyperlink allows me to jump between the 2 pages. The only reason this works is because they are in the same folder. So it understands that page 1 is this file here, and it understands that page 2 is that file there. And that's why the folder structure is so important. You've got to program web pages as if the machine can't think for itself. So you've got to be very clear about where you're creating your hyperlink. In the example for the external, when I put in that HTTP code, it knew that I was trying to go into the World Wide Web, and that's why that worked. So that's an internal link. So pages in the same website, you just create them like that, as long as they're in the same folder. We can look at linking into things outside of folders later on. We don't need to really know about that at the moment.